Ba, 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 ba. Big fat long one this morning. Happiness in this world, when it comes incidentally. Make it the object of pursuit, and it leads to a wild goose chase, and is never attained. Follow some other object, and very possibly we may find that we have caught happiness without dreaming of it. Happiness is an emotion of so many human emotions. When I talk about happiness on this channel, especially these days, I'm speaking of it more of a state of mind, a sense of fulfillment, than the actual emotion of happiness. When I started this channel, I was speaking about it of the actual emotion of happiness. It was something I scarcely ever felt. Trauma history, mental illness issues, life difficulties. You know, the reason why we all find ourselves potentially quite melancholic. Quite like the character of Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh, scarcely knowing what even the emotion of happiness feels like, let alone the contemplation of happiness as a state of mind, a state of being, and a sense of fulfillment. You cannot have happiness without having unhappiness. And you cannot have happiness constantly, the emotion of happiness. We also have to differentiate happiness from pleasure. Oftentimes, when we are dedicating ourselves to trying to be happy, it's a very immediate gratification, carnal, which is of the flesh, sort of a happiness, with things that are not going to be positive in the long run and fill us up and make us feel fulfilled and happy and energetic and loving and lovable and all of the things that in the long run will start to fill you up and provide more genuine coincidental happiness in the emotional sense and an overall sense of fulfillment and happiness as a state of mind. If you spend your time pleasure chasing ease, chasing drug, chasing drink, chasing food, chasing love, chasing chasing something that's going to fill that hole inside of you that only you can fill, chasing objects, chasing status, chasing something to fill up that empty hole that only you can fill. Nothing can bring you happiness but you. And striving solely for happiness, the emotion of happiness, will leave you constantly reaching out for things to stuff in that hole that needs to be filled and fixed and corrected by you in here or in your life, that it is things that are missing in your life, healthy relationships, a job that you don't hate going to, a sense of self-esteem, a feeling of belonging, not in isolation, quality of life, positive self-feelings, the ability to give and to receive love, engaging in fun activities and an enjoyable lifestyle that allows you to help offset some of the sufferings in life and some of the challenges and difficulties and drudgery of life by the positive activities that you engage in, having a more fulfilled and quality of life, living more in accordance with your own character and moral values. Doing good things makes you feel good, and working to fill the holes that are inside of you, yourself, to fix the broken pieces of yourself will help to stop that chasing the emotion of happiness and feeling like you've failed, or there's something inherently broken inside of you for your inability to feel happiness, especially if you struggle with mental health issues. You may inherently, as myself with bipolar, go months at a time in a very dark and ugly place, just going through the motions, doing the right things because I know in the long run they will pay me better dividends than acting on my emotion. But I've been to some very dark places and for very long periods of time, and it used to make me feel inherently flawed for my inability to feel the sensation of happiness. So I've made some growth over the course of the last couple of years. And if you spend your life trying to fill that gaping hole in you, kicking your ass when you don't feel happy, trying to be happy all the time about everything. Happy is an emotion. We have many of them. They fluctuate regularly. It's normal. It's natural. You're supposed to have a plethora of emotion. You will never be satisfied. You'll go after the wild goose chase, after a relationship, after a marriage, after a house, after a job, after an item, after meditation and whatever avenue you're seeking to try and bring that feeling out of you. And sometimes you'll hit it, sometimes you won't, but you'll be forever digging and running and searching. Happiness in this world, when it comes incidentally. Oh boy, that made me happy. Cool. I feel happy today. Cool. Good. That's a good thing. It's nice to feel happy. But it usually just sort of happens coincidentally by something you happen to do, or something that happened to happen outside of you, or something you succeeded in, something good, and you feel good. It's short-lived. It's not guaranteed. You could do the same thing again and maybe it doesn't elicit that same sort of happiness. Make it the object of pursuit and it leads us on a wild goose chase. And is never attained. Because happiness, the moods, the emotion, is not sustainable forever. Life happens. Emotions vary. You'll always be forever chasing that next moment of happiness. Something like inner peace, a sense of serenity, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of direction in your own life, that you are directing your life and beginning to mend errors and fill holes that are missing in your life, working toward an end that makes you feel proud of you and makes your life a life that you enjoy living in. A mind state, a state of being, is the kind of happiness you want, because that is happiness that is enduring and lasting. It won't always feel, again, coming from someone who's bipolar, I have felt pleasure and joy and elation and excitement and bouncing off the walls. Kind of happy. And unrealistic, again, unsustainable, and a potentially dangerous level of happy. And depending on where you're getting your happy from, it could be just as bad as a manic episode kind of happy. Unrealistic, unattainable, unsustainable kind of happy. Fixing what's broken. Healing yourself, growing yourself, filling your life, working to fill your life with the things that you desire to have the life that you desire. Not materialistically, but your needs, your wants, your dreams, your hobbies, your day-to-day activities, being a person you can be proud of, taking good care of yourself, good care of your health, your mental health, taking good care of others. Fulfillment, serenity, stability. These are the kind of things that are long-lasting. It's not always going to feel like joy. It's not always going to feel like happy. Because our feelings change, our state of being, based on what we have grown, healed, added, and adjusted in our own lives, and continue to do and maintain and progress, will make sustained happiness. Follow some other object, and very possibly we may find that we have caught happiness without dreaming of it. Do life. Do your life. If you want to draw, draw. You want to learn guitar, learn guitar. Want more friends, try to make more friends. If you want to stabilize your mental health, try to stabilize your mental health. If you want to write poetry, write poetry. If you want a cleaner house, clean your house. If you want closer relationships with those you already have relationships, work on your relationships. Work to provide yourself the things that you are missing. If you're missing love, love yourself. If you're missing compassion, be compassionate to yourself. If you're missing adventure and fun, try to come up with something new and exciting to do, even if you do it by yourself. Try to live. And in this process of living, loving, meeting people, doing things, repairing things, growing, learning, existing in a positive, healthful, beneficial, character building, character restoring, life additive way, somewhere in there, you might likely find something that legitimately provides you happiness that you like, that you like your progress, that you like your stability, that you like yourself. And all of these things begin to culminate into the ability to stay more often than not at peace, in contentment, in fulfillment, in happiness, and even coincidental happiness. The more you live and live right and live good and work to better yourself and your situation, to experience all there is that you can experience, to be present in your relationships, to live, love, laugh, and all the rest, the more opportunities you have to stumble on happiness. So make progress in your life and on yourself. Heal your life and yourself. Experience living to the best of your ability. Have fun. Do things. Take some risks. Expand, explore. And as the holes fill up, and as your life fills up, you will fill up with more of a state of peace and sustainable happiness as you continue on with the process of becoming the best version of yourself and the best version of your life as you design it to be, closer to where you'd like it to be, and have experiences that are enjoyable, pleasant, powerful, loving, good. Go, see, do, exist, live, love, fix yourself, love others, do stuff, and try to make yourself and your life closer to the way that you want it to be, and you will find over time that you are happier, you are more stable, you are more at peace, you are more fulfilled. And somewhere in this doing, being, living, loving, and working to grow and include and tailor your life, you might just stumble on that thing that you can carry along with you always, that never fails to lift you up in the mood state of happiness, such as gratitude. Good morning, goodbye. I'm being wholly unproductive today. I'm very, very tired. So, I'm making videos. Happiness in this world, when it comes incidentally. Make it the object of pursuit, and it leads us on a wild goose chase, and is never often attained. Follow some other object, a good object, a good adventure, good people, self-healing, good stuff. And very possibly we may find that we have caught happiness without dreaming of it. Good morning, goodbye. Time for me to do life. It's a work day, so I'm not really looking forward to it, but it's all in the mind. Love you guys. Good morning, goodbye. Have a good day. Don't make happy, the mood, the emotion, your priority. Make a good quality self and life your priority, and your happiness, stability, serenity, fulfillment will find you. Good morning. Goodbye.